WMMD, WMMAC. This is your boy, the Coach. You're live on the Culture Show, the Culture Show Live. Hey, man, shout out to my boy Percy Dover, man. Percy Dover, where you been, homie? Shout out to my boy Percy Dover, man. He shot this to me, man, and I looked at it, and I'm like, God, dog. Amanda Nunes, whoo, buddy. Amanda Nunes went in on Valentina's ass. And I tell you something right now, man. Valentina got to respond to this. Okay, like, look, Valentina got to respond. It's not like Amanda the best trash talker in the world, okay? It's just, let's just get that straight. But, you know, Amanda Nunes said, hey, you know what? Valentina Shevchenko, she left the division. She left the damn division because she knew that she couldn't beat me. Now, that's strong, guys. That's very powerful because, you know, Amanda's indicating that the only way she'd ever get a belt is if she got out of the division and moved down to a lighter division, which, you know, Amanda spoke about the flyweight division and said that, you know, Valentina can come to this division because she knew that she would never beat me as a bantamweight, okay? And she said Valentina would get to fight me again had she not ran. So that's very strong. To say somebody is afraid of you in the fight world, that's huge, okay? That's almost like, you know, like cussing somebody out or, you know, disgracing their nationality. That is bad. When another fighter say that you're afraid of them, okay? See, when fans say it, the fighters, they don't really respond to fans. But see, when another fighter say that you're afraid of me and you ran from me, that's pretty big. And I'm waiting on Valentina's response, and I'm expecting a response. I am expecting a response. Okay, whether good or bad, I'm expecting a response from Valentina because she got to address this. There's no way that the Bullet can let Amanda have this and just, no, there's no way that the Bullet can let this go. There's no way under God's hot sun that Valentina Shevchenko can let this go unchecked. Valentina got to check this. Okay, I mean, not only did she say, you know what, you can't, I know how to beat you. You ran. You were afraid to be in the bantamweight division because you can't beat me. Now, there's no love lost between these two. We know that, okay? And I think that Amanda now is trying to sell this fight. I think these two, they're going to fight again for a third time. I think Amanda Nunes is selling this fight. Valentina's selling the fight. This fight pretty much is there, okay? It's there. People are going to show more interest in this fight. We can argue and say that definitely Nunes won the first fight convincingly in my book. The second fight, I felt like Valentina won. And I felt like she won a close split decision. I thought so. But either way, you know, Valentina, she don't have a lot of respect for Amanda Nunes. Valentina may not respect her personally, but, you know, I'm sorry, on a martial arts level, Valentina, if she tells you she don't respect Amanda as a martial artist, I think she lying. Okay? And I'm pretty sure that Valentina does respect her as an artist, a martial artist. I'm sure she does. She has to. But as a person, probably not. Okay? And that's fine. It's all good and dandy. But Amanda, we cannot deny that Amanda Nunes is the best to ever do it as a woman. That's just what it is. We can argue, we can say that, you know, we won this, we won that, but I got to be balanced on this. But I think that the Bullet has the solution. I think Valentina understands how to defeat Amanda Nunes. As a matter of fact, I'm more than sure that Valentina knows how to defeat Amanda Nunes. In the second fight, you know, Valentina actually had Amanda Nunes on pause. She had Nunes on pause. Nunes didn't really truly want to attack. She didn't really have that in her to do that. And I found that kind of strange. I was like, man, you know, Amanda don't want to go in. But see, the problem was Amanda Nunes was really, truly afraid of the counters. She was afraid of the counters because you can't see them coming. And the counters that hit you, the ones that you don't see are the ones that do the most damage. It's not the ones that you can see and you can brace for, but it's the counters that you don't see are the ones that can put you up out of there. And Amanda was getting hit with too many of them damn counters. And, you know, Amanda was like, nope, I'm not going to do this for the whole fight. And, you know, Amanda Nunes made adjustments in her game. And that's what you do as a champion. You make adjustments. But Amanda said, man, I ain't scared of no Valentina. Amanda said, look, if Dana White say I'm fighting Valentina, if Valentina want it, she can get it. Amanda point blank said, if Valentina want it, she can get it. She said she can get to Valentina wherever she wanted. She said, if Valentina Shevchenko want it, she can get it. I said, damn. This is getting serious, man. It's getting serious. And also, too, you know, Amanda, she talked about, you know, her, you know, training with Kayla Harrison, and she said, nope, she ain't doing that no more. No, hold on. Let me talk about something else. So Amanda Nunes has been doing these test cuts to 125. And Nina Ansaroff said that, well, Amanda was looking, like thin, like a giraffe. And I'm like, you dumbass, because you can't make the weight safely, you idiot. I don't understand, man. I really don't get. Like, how can Amanda Nunes be such a smart fighter and just be the dumbest damn person to walk the earth outside the octagon? You know damn well you can't make the weight. You know you can't make it safely. And if she go down to 125, she going to get starched. Valentina going to get her, man. 125 is Valentina's world. Valentina going to eat that woman alive, man, if she come down to 125. And she's going to be in paradise. She can't win. She's not going to be able to do it. The weight cut in Amanda, dumbass, might end up in the hospital. I mean, it's almost like you push yourself to the limit and push yourself to the limit and push yourself to the limit to try to make a weight that's not even a comfortable weight. Hell, you barely can make the bantamweight division. And now you're doing test weight cuts to get down to 125. It's just stupid. Just don't make sense. Makes no sense. And Amanda, she's not like she's the best trash talker. But Amanda Nunes got one leg up on Valentina. She got a leg up, and that leg is, I beat you. I know how to beat you. I understand how to beat you. See, that's her go-to move. She can say that, and she can, it's facts. Okay, Amanda Nunes can say that, and it's going to be very, very factual. Real talk. However, I think Valentina has something different up her sleeve. I think she do. I think she got something different up her sleeve, and I think that she's going to approach this Nunes fight a totally different way. Completely, though, Valentina, she's going to have to take some chances in the fight against Nunes. She's going to have to. She's going to have to take chances, because if she don't take any chances, then the judges, they're going to give it to Nunes. See, one thing I've really learned over my time in watching these fights in all the years is that a person can outstrike you. They can beat you. They can beat you in all the striking department. But if you don't convincingly beat the champion, you're not going to get the belt. You either have to knock out the champion or you got to get a bunch of 10-8 rounds to beat the champion. And to me, fighting a 10-9 round against a champion, that's still too close. It's still too close because the judges, they're always going to maybe favor the champion just a little bit more. They're going to do that. That's just what it is. So Valentina's going to have to take some chances, man. She's going to have to take some chances and try to get Amanda up out of there. Or she's going to have to be more aggressive, because you're not going to sit back and the judges are not going to award. It's clear that the judges, they value takedowns more than strikes. That's how it feels to me. Judges value these takedowns more than strikes. And it really kind of pisses you off when it comes to MMA. A person can be winning the fight, man, but just because somebody on top of you, you can still outstrike the person that's doing nothing while they own you. And that person on top of you wins the fight, because in the eyes of the judges, it looks as if that person is doing more to control you. Crazy. But I tell you this, though. I think Amanda needs to have a different game plan, too. Because both of these two, they've evolved. And Amanda Nunes, she can't sit back, man. She can't sit back and try to, win rounds. Amanda has got to go for the knockout. She can't go. And I felt like Amanda was doing that thing. She was trying to win rounds instead of actually going there and really punish Valentina. She wasn't trying to. And Valentina had Amanda, in some bad situation in parts of the fight. But then I felt like Valentina didn't go in and really get that killer instinct. Because technically, in the stand-up department, Valentina is going to win that hands down. I think Amanda has better jiu-jitsu than Valentina. I think it's better, much better. I think Valentina is a much better wrestler than Amanda Nunes. I think overall, Valentina has overall better hands than Amanda Nunes. But I think Amanda Nunes got more power. And see, with Nunes being so technical the way she is and strong, Amanda Nunes' power it's a damn equalizer. Her power is an equalizer, man. It nullifies anything you do in the fight. And it takes you back to ground zero. It takes you completely back to ground zero. You can be on a high, you can be doing well, and then all of a sudden Amanda Nunes will crack you with one of those hands, a right hand. And next thing you know, you're fighting for your life. You're trying to survive the round. That's really the debilitation of Amanda Nunes. And Amanda Nunes also said, too, that she's no longer training with Hype Job Harrison. I've been told of that. I've been told, saying, listen, Amanda need to get up out of there training with Hype Job. Because, I told y'all the story when Amanda Nunes whooped Kayla Harrison's ass in sparring. Beat the hell out of Kayla Harrison. And there are witnesses that saw it, okay? But there are people that I know that, they actually, okay, I'll tell you this, okay? I can't tell you who. I can't reveal who. A couple of y'all already know who told me. But here's how it went down. This is what happened. So Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes, they were sparring. And it was supposed to be light, really, really light sparring. Kayla Harrison took Amanda down extra aggressive, and Amanda didn't really appreciate it too much. So what did Amanda do? Amanda got back up, from the takedown, and she blacked Kayla Harrison's eye, punched in the eye. And from what I've heard, when she got up and hit Kayla in the face, blacked the eye, Amanda commenced to beating the hell out of Kayla Harrison. And I'm talking about beating her. Took Kayla Harrison down, put Kayla on her damn back, whooping Kayla's ass, showing her what the GOAT's supposed to do. Crazy, man. Crazy. I mean, she pissed Amanda off. Because, man, I'm going to tell you, man, when you're in the gym and you're sparring, and it's supposed to be light sparring, but then you got an opponent like a dumbass opponent like Kayla Harrison that they don't understand what, getting work means. Like, you're trying to get some looks. You're not trying to take the person's head off in sparring every time. See, Kayla Harrison, one of them types. And if you're a dude, Kayla Harrison will try to hit you as hard as she can and knock you out to say, oh, I knocked a dude out in sparring. See, she would do that. I'm going to tell you what, man. I don't play them games with female fighters. That's why I don't spar them anymore. I don't spar them. I wish Kayla Harrison would. It'll be on and popping. It'll be on and popping. Kayla Harrison probably end up going to sleep, okay? But, Amanda, beat the hell out of her. So, and Amanda said, we're going to fight each other one day, probably. So it don't make no sense for me to continue to train with her and spar with her. Which, that's a smart move on Amanda Nunes' part. It's very smart. I wouldn't train with her. And then Kayla Harrison, one of them people, man, she a hater. Deep down, she'll undercut her hate. Like, she'll act like she for you. But then, behind your back, she'll be like, yeah, I'm going to do everything I can. She's not better than me. Be a hater. Won't congratulate you, won't do nothing. She's a hater. Now, Kayla Harrison is supposed to want to beat Amanda Nunes. That's how you get in a fight game. You're supposed to want to beat the person that's the best. You're supposed to. But, Kayla Harrison will be sitting around hating. Amanda Nunes get a big win. Kayla Harrison probably be sitting there, her win's not that impressive. My win was more impressive. She'd be doing that kind of stuff. But anyway, so Amanda Nunes savagely really says what she think about Valentina and calling Valentina a coward, bro. Well, let's see what Valentina does. Valentina got to respond. She got to respond to this.